What is up, YouTube? It is currently 5:07 in the morning, Tuesday, May 12th, and I was looking for every excuse under the sun to not go on my swim this morning, but we are doing it. And this is the morning that our family flies into town, and I'm going to get my workout in before they get into town, and we pick them up. So I did not want to go and swim. I actually just wanted to go do weights in the sauna, but we are doing it, and I am staying accountable and holding myself accountable. I don't have my tripod for my camera, so I'm going to go ahead and set this up somewhere where I can talk to you guys. Right here. Does that work? Without it falling? And we're off. Again. That's alright. I do not want to go on my swim right now. I do not want to go swim. What I do want to do is just do weights, bro. I just wanted to go and do like chest or back or something. Oh boy. That's okay, guys. That's all right. We're going. We're doing it. Okay. When was the last time we talked? I think it was about a couple days ago. I think it's been like 3 or 4 days. I know I said you guys would end up getting maybe a triple, quadruple upload, but it's because I didn't think I was going to have time to record myself this upcoming week. But I'm here. I would have rather had gotten to the gym right at 5. It's 5:11 or 5:12 right now. But that's okay. So yeah, back onto the topic of training. Man, when I told you guys that I didn't want to go on the swim this morning and I really had to dig deep, I can't even explain how much I didn't want to swim this morning. I think it's because with everyone coming into town, it would have been so much easier just to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do some weights, do the sauna for fun, and come home. Ooh, sounded like a good morning. But because of how well my swim has been going the last 2 weeks, I couldn't afford to skip. And I couldn't even swim on the weekend. I didn't even swim on the weekend. I just did weights on Saturday. But yeah, I think it was just a normal weekend of training. And I've been super consistent with my swimming, so I need to stay consistent. I can't afford to miss, at least less than I can't not swim 2 to 3 days a week. I can't at this point. And if I don't come back to it, today, or if I don't come back to swimming in the middle of the week, I'm definitely going to have to go on the weekend. So, it's a non-negotiable for me, at least, at this point. So, yeah, on the topic of not doing what I want to do this morning and really having to dig deep and go on the swim super early, I don't really know what other piece of advice I could give to somebody that's, getting into this kind of discipline and trying to stay consistent with it, other than it's just, you have to literally jump into not really a fight or flight necessarily, but you gotta dig deep. You really have to dig deep if you want to, add this kind of discipline into your routine. And I don't even think I'm going to be able to come back to train for the second time today, just because when everyone gets into town, I still have work. I'm working remote today and Thursday. I have Wednesday, Friday off. But when everyone's into town, when everyone's here, I don't want to commit to training for a second time, because that time with everybody here is, you can't do that. I mean that's why I'll train. Maybe I'll end up training early, like 5 o'clock, so I'm home in time before everybody wakes up. But even then, I don't want to freaking, wake everybody up in the house. I'm not really sure. I'll have to eyeball it. But more importantly, this morning's workout is going to be over 1,000 meter swim, of course. Going to need to just work on my pace just like normal and show up. That's about it. I don't really have anything else to kind of brief and catch you guys up on outside of me not wanting to go on this swim. Oh my gosh. And to my future self, you are going to thank yourself for getting into this at least 2 to 3 times a week, because it is hard right now. Everybody's coming in, and it's going to be more of family in town, which you will have looked forward to as I'm reflecting on this video later. But you're still making it work. You didn't want to go this morning. I didn't want to go this morning, and I'm still going. Still making it work. So, I think I'm just trying to hype myself up to go on this. Oh, I got my hair cut yesterday. That was super cool. Got my hair cut. Shout out to my barber for that, for fitting me in after work. And those are just, it's a positive outside of wanting. I mean, it's a positive going to the gym. Sure. All right. At the same time, just a lot outside of training. But that's okay, because we're making it work. And that is what it's all about, right? Well, alright, folks. I'm about to get to the gym. I need to listen to some music because I think I've already said enough that I don't want to be here. I just need to listen to music, get locked in, and I will check in after my swim. 45 minutes regardless. So I gotta get in there, get it done, get it dusted, and keep showing up. Come on, guys. For anyone out there that's struggling with the consistency part of training, or just consistency in everything, you gotta dig deep. That's what it's all about. And you're gonna thank yourself after. You might not feel it right now in the moment that you're struggling through with staying consistent with something, but it is part of your growth, and it's important that you also recognize how consistent you're staying and how much you're trying, because that is very important to reflect. So yeah, as I'm reflecting live, so I'm here, I'm gonna get in there, and we are gonna have a day. I like that. Alright, y'all, so let's do it. Now I'm gonna start to listen to a little bit of music before I get in there, so do something hard today. I'll see you guys later. What is up, YouTube? That's a little better. All right. 1,200 meters this morning, but I think that equates to 1,300 yards, because that's what my watch said at the end of it. So 1,300 yards this morning, done and dusted. I am extremely happy I did that. Satisfied with the results. I think that was my longest swim recorded yet, so I'm really satisfied with that. I was able to really lock in the beginning, and I think the last couple swims I've just been trying to get warm before starting by just slowly getting in the pool, but this morning I decided to take a little dip and jump into the pool right off the bat, right off rip. So after doing that, it was nice, and I got started right away and did my 3-minute intervals in between each set, and I did it. So I'm very happy I did, and grateful that I was in the headspace I was in, because I was able to get it done at a very reasonable time. It's about almost 6:50 now, and I'm headed home. I think I'll be home around 7 o'clock, so home just in time to be able to help set stuff up and, get ready for everybody to come into town so we can go get them, pick them up at the airport. So it was a good swim. There were definitely a couple times where I went down the 50 meters, and then on the way back it was very hard to keep my breathing under control. I think as the sets progressed, I started to just get gassed. I mean, the body starts to, feel like it's getting tested at some point, and it's not easy to keep up. But that is the perks of, swimming, because it's going to take a lot of endurance, right? A different level and different kind of endurance. So that's something that I, was glad to have worked on, and I did it. I'm not I wasn't super gassed at the end of my, my entire workout, which is really good. The fact that I can, I don't feel like, I feel like I'm more gassed as I'm swimming. It's post my workout. I'm about to go home, and it's going to get even busier. So with that, again, I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching another early morning swim. I didn't record any clips, or I think just recently, just a couple days ago, we hit 60 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you guys for supporting the journey. We're growing the community one video and 1 week at a time. So I didn't even get to talk to the camera when I was at home, but I'm officially T-19 weeks away from Ironman 70.3 Augusta, Georgia. I'm recording this during the actual week of being T-19 weeks out. I don't know if you guys will see this today, sometime this week, maybe later in the week. It all just depends on when I can get some free time, when everyone's either asleep or busy, and I have some downtime, which I don't really think I'm gonna get this week. But nonetheless, just that's a wrap on part 1 of T-19 weeks out. I think I might film a part 2 if or when I do go to the gym early this week, so that I can record and reflect on balancing all of this with family in town and all that fun stuff. So with that, thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys hopefully in a couple days, if not maybe a week. So I will see you guys then. Peace.